We're often told that we create our own reality, but what does that really mean? 25 years ago, I was depressed and suicidal and living in the most immense amount of darkness that you could ever imagine. And here I am today, living a life that I enjoy waking up to every single day. And it's not because I have a tremendous amount of money or because I travel the world on a consistent basis, but it's because I found out who I truly was and that I had the power to create the reality that I desired. And so on this channel, all I want to do is share with you my journey from how I got from there, depressed and suicidal, to where I am now, where I live a life of ease and joy, and I enjoy waking up every single day. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience, and it's all about how we go through life having this human experience that really matters. We live in a world that wants everything quick and fast and in a hurry, and we don't understand the detriment that that can have on us as we maneuver through this thing called life. You know how you use your GPS system because you have to go somewhere? You put in the address. You know where you're going. You know you're going to get there. It tells you what time you're going to get there, what's going to happen. It even tells you if there's accidents along the way of your travel and your journey to get there. And that's great. We all love that, and we all need that in our lives. But there's also the flip side to that. And the flip side to that is that sometimes you know that you want to go somewhere, and you don't necessarily know how you're going to get there. And I feel like when you don't know how you're going to get there, that's when the trip becomes the most enjoyable. It causes you to pay attention to the street signs or the roads and the highways in ways that you never would if you are using a GPS system. Because if you're using a GPS, let's be honest, more than likely you're listening to a podcast or you're talking on the phone to a friend or you're listening to music. You're not required to pay any attention to where you're going. Of course, you're paying attention to the streets because you want to make sure you're not having an accident. But overall, you're not attentive to what's going on at all. And I think that's kind of a metaphor for life. We do live in a society where we want answers quick. We want to know what's going to work, how we can implement the things that are going to work so that we can get to the result that we want to get to. But we forget that our main purpose here is to enjoy the journey. We are here to discover things about ourselves. We are here to learn. Life is a school. And the way that we show up for class every single day is what sets us apart. It's what allows us to live a life that we love or live a life that we hate. There are things that we all want. More than likely, no matter how much money you have, you probably want a little bit more money because there's something else that you've created in your mind that you desire to have that you don't yet have. And it's okay for us to have desires. It's okay for us to want more than what we already have. But I think the most important thing that we forget is that we have to have gratitude. We have to have gratitude for this place that we're in right now. We have to have gratitude for the things that we have right now. The other day I went to go put gas in my car, and I just had this immense, overwhelming feeling of gratitude because I went to the gas station and could put a full tank of gas in my car. There was a time when I couldn't do that. There was a time where I had to put $5 or $10 or however much I had at the time. And I was able to go and fill it up. I didn't even look to see how much the gas cost because I just knew that I needed gas and I knew that I had enough money to get a full tank. And it made me extremely grateful. And I think sometimes we forget that you have to have gratitude in this thing called life. That's what puts us on the right road. That's what allows us to get to our destination safely because we have gratitude. It's the fuel to get us where we need to go. And so I just would like to offer that to you. If you feel like there's a lot of things that you desire that you don't yet have, or you feel like maybe things in your life aren't going the way that you desire for them to go right now, I have a little trick for you. Grab a piece of paper, and a pen, and I want you to just make a quick list. Make a quick list of some of the things that you're grateful for, some of the things that you're thankful for, Some of the things that you could do now that you may have not been able to do last year or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. There's always, always something for us to be grateful and thankful for. And when we focus on the gratitude, it's going to shift how we feel on the inside. When you find yourself feeling low or you find yourself feeling bad, if you just do this exercise, if you just do it real quick, if you don't want to pull out pen and paper, if you're not old school, if you're new school, pull out your phone, put in your notes, whatever you need to do. I just want you to focus on the fact that you are abundant. You may feel like you don't have everything you desire and everything you need, but do you really know how abundant you truly are? If you walk outside, there's an abundance of clouds. There's an abundance of sunlight on a sunny day. There's an abundance of grass, trees, of all the things that you can think of. There's an abundance of cars on the highway. Like, there's so much that we have to be thankful for, and we take it for granted. So I'm going to be sharing with you in the days to come some of the paths that I've taken on this spiritual journey to get to where I am today. And my only desire is that it connects with the people that it's meant to connect with. Because this isn't about me. This is about me connecting with God and sharing with you the things that God wants me to share with you. Because if it was up to me, I wouldn't be doing this. And I constantly have arguments with God about the things that I'm called to do. But what I also understand, especially in the times that we're in right now, is that I have to be obedient to what I'm called to do, because there are people here that I am to serve. And if I don't show up, I can't connect with the people that I'm supposed to serve. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.